Wreckfest 2 stands as the ambitious sequel to the 2018 cult classic Wreckfest, developed by Finnish studio Bugbear Entertainment and published by THQ Nordic. This game redefines full-contact racing by transforming every collision into a symphony of destruction, where vehicles crumple with meticulous physics-driven realism. Players dive into a chaotic playground of demolition derbies, high-stakes circuits, and experimental modes that reward aggressive driving over clean laps. The core appeal lies in its unapologetic embrace of mayhem. Cars shatter part by part, engines seize from brutal impacts, and sparks fly in a ballet of vehicular carnage that feels both visceral and cathartic. The game entered early access on Steam on March 20, 2025, inviting players to shape its evolution through feedback, much like its predecessor. As of November 5, 2025, Wreckfest 2 boasts a mostly positive rating from over 3,570 user reviews. Though recent feedback dips to mixed amid ongoing refinements, Bugbear commits to at least 12 months in early access, with the full 1.0 release targeted for mid-2026 or later, depending on community input. This phased approach has already yielded 4 substantial content updates, each expanding the roster of battered beauties and treacherous tracks. At launch, players gained access to 4 archetypal vehicles, 2 60s and 70s American muscle cars, an 80s European banger, and a 90s American midsize, alongside 3 core maps: the Industrial Scrapyard Circuit, the Oval Speedway with Figure 8 variants, and the Sandy Sandpit layout. Modes included single-player and multiplayer racing for up to 24 human players plus bots, demolition derbies, and a sandbox test track for unrestrained experimentation with ramps and loop-de-loops. Basic paint customization, a garage system, replay tools, photo mode, and global leaderboards rounded out the foundation, all powered by a rebuilt engine that elevates crash fidelity to new heights. Subsequent updates have steadily fleshed out the experience. Content update number 1, released on May 13, 2025, introduced the Rammer American Sedan and Bravion European Sport Sedan, plus a dual-route folk race course on mixed surfaces and a rallycross track. It also added friend invites, DLSS, and FSR upscaling for better performance, enhanced mechanical damage simulation, and controller haptic feedback. Update number 2 arrived on June 26, 2025, bringing the Cardinal American Sedan and the hulking motorhome, alongside a dirt banger racing track with oval and figure 8 options, and a dedicated scrapyard derby arena. New features encompass last man standing mode, engine stalling mechanics, server favoriting, and tweaks to handling, collisions, online stability, and VRM efficiency. By August 28, 2025, update number 3 expanded the garage with the Switchback American Muscle Car and Popper European Folk Racer. It delivered multiple track variants, including forward and reverse layouts for folk racing, Scrapyard's Speed Bowl and Figure 8, Savalak's Short Circuit, Speedway's Inner Oval, and a reversed European Rallycross. AI received a major overhaul with adjustable difficulty levels from novice to expert, smarter pathfinding, player reporting tools, and SimHub telemetry integration. Improvements focused on damage consistency, loading speeds, and overall stability. The most recent patch, Content Update number 4, on November 3, 2025, marks a milestone in personalization with the introduction of the Crapit tool. This garage-based editor empowers players to layer rust, chipped paint, dirt smudges, decals, and custom dents onto their rides, evoking the gritty authenticity of a post-apocalyptic scrapyard. Accompanying it are the nimble European buggy for folk racing and a reimagined Crash Canyon 2.0 track, channeling MotorStorm-era vibes with treacherous drops and environmental hazards. Technical enhancements include refined suspension and tire physics for more predictable light vehicle handling, precise visual deformations, behavioral AI tweaks, faster load times, and multi-monitor support. Community buzz on platforms like X, formerly Twitter, hails the Crapit tool as a game-changer for immersion, though some report post-patch stuttering on certain rigs. Wreckfest 2's roadmap promises even more indulgence in disorder. Upcoming editions tease a revamped career mode tailored to individual playstyles, skill-based matchmaking with server queues, unconventional vehicle challenges, deeper armor and component upgrades, and full Steam Workshop modding support. Multi-language localization will broaden accessibility, while console ports for PS5 and Xbox Series XS follow the PC full release. Developers emphasize a living roadmap shaped by Discord discussions and Steam forums, ensuring the game evolves into the ultimate destruction derby simulator. Technically, the title targets 1080p performance with scalable demands. Minimum specs require a Windows 10 11 64-bit OS, Intel Core i5 8600 or AMD Ryzen 5 3500, 6-core equivalent, 8GB RAM, NVIDIA GTX 1060 6GB or AMD RX 580, and 15GB storage for 30 FPS on low settings. Recommended hardware steps up to a Core i7 9700 or Ryzen 5 3600X, 16GB RAM, RTX 3070 or RX 6800 XT for 60 FPS on high. Early access optimizations continue to lower these thresholds, with DLSS, FSR aiding frame rates in chaotic multiplayer grids. Peak concurrent players hit 3,153 at launch, settling to around 135 averages now, the typical arc for niche racers, but steady updates sustain engagement. Priced at a base $29.99, Wreckfest 2 currently enjoys a 20% midweek deal discount to $23.99 through November 10, 2025, with bundles like the Wreckfest franchise pack at 51% off, $40.95, offering value for series fans. Critics and players alike praise its addictive core loop, superior to spiritual ancestors like Flatout, though early access limitations, such as absent career depth and occasional netcode hiccups, advise caution for perfectionists. For those who thrive on raw, feedback-fueled development, Wreckfest 2 delivers unfiltered joy, a testament to why crashing can be the best part of the race. In short, it's raw, it's loud, it's Wreckfest 2, chaos wrapped in chrome. So, what are you gonna do? Jump in now while it's cheap and rough-edged, or wait till it's polished next year? Either way, remember, this is early access. No refunds on regret.
Boom, 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 boom. Gonna shoot you right down. Oh, walk that walk. Walk that walk. Walk that walk and talk that talk and whisper in my ear. Tell me that you love me. I love that talk. When you talk like that, you knock me out right off my feet. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, talk. Rumors spread around, and I have to take the time by the Saga. Okay. You know what I'm talking about. Just let me know if you wanna go to that. Oh my brain, they got a lot of nice stuff. I'm racing. Well, yeah, it's fine if you got the time. And I tend to get yourself in. And here is time. I'm almost every night. But now I might be mistaken.
Brought to you by